Hey, this is Ray Kapuska, the animation expert and video marketing coach. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the WordPress SEO plugins, the ones that I would recommend to use and why you should use them. Because probably you know the reason you're searching for it because you know the WordPress. It's a great platform because you can optimize for SEO really easy. But then the plugins, there are a lot of plugins, but some of them they can really do a great job by helping you to create without any headache, without any thinking, basically just show you did you do the SEO right or not. Okay, so I'll show you. Here's my blog. I'm just working on the rainimation.com. I have a web animation company specializing in video intros for internet marketers and speakers. And all right, so I'm just putting a SEO plugin which I really love. It's SEO by Yoast. I think it's called SEO Yoast. And here is the plugin already installed, and here are all the features. So basically it's the settings. And in the Yoast WordPress SEO General, and it's, by the way, it's free plugin. We have a lot of options, but one of them that I focus on first of all is Google Website Optimizer tool. And if you don't know, you can basically Google can identify your website and also show you basically tracks. It's not analytics, but it shows you, do you have any problems with your website, any mistakes. Also shows the crawler, the Google bots, how many times they visit your website, also keywords. Basically it's like a tool that can identify everything, so you can use all three tools, and you just go there, register. If you have a Google account already, Gmail or anything like that, you can already just sign in, and then it will give you the identification number, basically, or like a just a number. You just paste it here and it will start tracking in there. And then it's usually, this one is by default is unchecked, XML sitemap. But XML sitemap is, if I just press rebuild XML sitemap, if I press this one, successfully generated with 8 URLs, and what it does basically, it just creates a sitemap of your website. So Google, when you upload to Website Optimizer the sitemap, it identifies all your websites, so you can Google doesn't need to go on its own and scan for all these websites for all the keywords and everything else. It just uploads here, and it gives a great. So basically here you can see images, last change frequency, and priorities, and it basically gives all the information Google needs to rank your websites. Okay, so ping Google also whenever you upload or post a new post, update any post or page, then it will ping Google. Basically it will say, hey, I just changed it, come here, scan it, and take a look at my website. Alright, so I do save, and I'll show you how it actually works. Okay, so we have titles here, but you don't need to enter anything in here because it's like a template, so it might change it. One thing that we have to do is be aware of that WordPress SEO, to be able to modify your page titles, the title section of your header PHP file should look at this. So title, but we don't really need it as a title template. It's all just for the template purposes. So anything else, we just ignore it. And if I go to a post, I'll show you how it actually works. Okay, so one thing that we have in the pages or post section is WordPress SEO by Yoast. So here is how it will look like in the search engine. So when somebody types in the specific keyword you want, that's how it will look like. And what we can do is we can just say focus keyword. So we would say something like in this section I have 2.5D animation. Okay, and if I would go in here, just say 2.5D animation, and this is a Google keyword tool, I'm sure you know it. Okay, let's see by relevance. There isn't. Okay, so maybe just 2D animation. Let's say 2D animation. Oops. Let's see. 2D animation. Okay, 2D animation studios. Let's put that one. So you see, I looked at what's already working, or what people are already searching. I just type in 2D animation studio, and you can also see it also shows suggestions of what the keywords are, but in this case we just put it here. So 2D animation studio. Now our title of course should be something with the SEO titles, and it says it's here now, and what it does, it just takes from the permalink or the name, and it just uses that if we type anything. So in here we can say 2D, and you can see it's all instantly changes, and now it shows these factors. So article heading, no, page title, and your focus keyword was found in. So for example, if we take 2D animation studios, and you can see also studio, you can see page title 1, and then also it bolds in the title, because that's how Google also, if we go into Google and if we type for example WordPress SEO, you can see all the WordPress and SEO, it will be bold, because that's how Google identifies. So when you type in for example Google AdWords or any type word, it also underlines those. And you can see here it's also SEO underlined. So it's crucial that you use those, because that's how it identifies that keyword is used. So let's go back to 2D animation studio. Presents Nick Holick intro animation, for example. That's one of my clients that did the work for animation. Okay, and then we do a description. So again we do 2D animation studio, and you can see also here it bolds automatically. 2D animation studio created video animation for Nick Holick, certified astronaut and an adventure trillionaire. Just trillionaire. Not sure if I typed it right. Okay, so of course we need to use a longer description. We can also put some other keywords. So for example, if I just say at our 2D animation studio, and you can see also it doesn't matter the lower or uppercase, but it bolds. And then another thing that it has that's really cool, it's page analysis. So if we press page analysis, oops, we have to actually save it. So I'll just update it. And while it's updating, the page analysis will actually show you all the things you didn't do. So it analyzes the keywords, it analyzes the way we put together the description and titles, and it will give us a idea of what actually is missing. So if I take page analysis, and of course it will be also in the body. So here, as you can see, 2D animation studio,